to get home. So I don't know if you can see my face now.
I am definitely seeing your face. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Isura, and I am a social media manager, but I'm currently transitioning into product manager, product management. Sorry, I'm learning product management and tech for them. So I just want a community whereby I'm able to like track my goals and aspirations, because I'm a kind of person that needs someone to push push like I just need a community where I'll be reminded that okay, do this, or Mr. You need to keep up with this and that. So that's one of the main reasons why I joined this mentorship community here. And I'm based in
Okay.
Lagos.
All right. All right. All right. That's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Miss Tura. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so
Up
much.
next, we'll be calling Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson, please, if you can hear me, I'd like you to unmute and show us your face. Let us meet the face behind Samuel Jackson.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you are a bit very low. You're not really audible.
How about now? Can you hear me? Good afternoon, everybody.
It's still very low, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Hello, can you hear me, Samuel?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think this is better. Not so good, but better. Okay, we can't see your face. Oh, okay,
Okay. Can you
that's
hear
okay.
me? Okay. So my name is Samuel Jackson. My location is Lagos State. What I do, I just graduated from the university though, so I'm not really like doing much. And what I expect from the mentorship, from this mentorship class is just to be guided,
Can you
to be
just
guided.
increase your audio a little bit? I am so sorry. I cannot hear you. I'm so sorry.
So this is like the highest. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think yeah. I think you should do what you just did. Talk directly into the mic. Yeah,
How about now?
exactly. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll go again. My name is Samuel Jackson. I'm currently in Lagos, Nigeria. I just graduated from the university, Abia State University. I studied urban and regional planning.
Okay.
My expectation from this mentorship is just to have like a solid hand to be guided in the whole cyberspace. I don't know if I can use that word, to meet different people who can also guide me through this career path. And the world now is evolving, like everything is now moving around technology. So I just want to like have the knowledge and transition into many other fields. I don't know if that's good enough.
All right. All right. So you are talking to us from where?
I said Lagos State.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that. Okay. Um. All right. Next, I'll be calling Miriam. Miriam, if you can hear me, please unmute your mic and let's hear you.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Kindly do well to please let's see your face. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Let's have you.
Hi, my name is Miriam from Lagos, Nigeria. Um, I'm actually serving right now in Lagos State. So, and I joined this mentorship so I can upskill, grow, and have a community to help me evolve as like transition into the tech world and have a community to grow and learn from.
Okay. 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 Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Um Up next, and you have a very beautiful smile. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, up next I'll be calling is it Miriam Emerue? if you can hear me, please. If I didn't pronounce it correctly, you can correct me. So please kindly unmute your mic and let's hear you.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Miriam. Um, I'm joining you guys from Abuja. I actually came here from Tech for Dev. I'm into the cybersecurity learning track. I first of all did my first certification in virtual assistant with LNS, and I did the next one, a product design, where I finished, but I wanted to transition to cybersecurity. It actually came in a rush for me, so I've been trying to I'm here actually to get more connections and also to be able to get mentored on how I'm going to focus very well on it, because as I said before with Mr. Adetun, I actually do have like short term focus, which I've been trying to like upskill very, very well. But I feel like with the mentorship program, I'll be able to get more in touch with it and have a longer term focus. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay. Up next, I'll be calling Martins. Martins, if you can hear me, do well to please unmute your mic and let's hear you.
Hello, Sam.
I can hear me.
All right. I'd like you to please let's see your face. Thank you. Okay, that's okay. Thank you.
Sorry, I just joined the meeting, so I don't really know what I'm about to share.
Okay, so you're gonna tell us where you're talking to us from, what you hope to achieve. Everybody has a reason why they are where they are. Everybody has a reason why they attach themselves to communities. So we want to know ways we can actually help you achieve these goals. So we want to know you, we want to know where you're talking to us from, we want to know how we can help you get closer to your goals faster. Yes, what you're currently doing now, and if you are transitioning to another career, if you need help with that, if you're okay in your career and you just want to upskill and you want to grow, we are here for you. So that's what we want to know. Thank you so much. So let's have you.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so my name is Martins, and I'm in Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria. So actually in tech. So I transitioned into tech about a year ago. I was actually from my NYC days. I was into freelancing and academic research. Then after my research, after service, I entered into data analytics, and currently now I'm in the security sphere, cloud security, identity management to be precise. So that's what I currently do. So the reason why I joined this community is to know more, to upskill and to upgrade, and also to give back to the community when needed. So that's just my own face in the security aspect of it, and also to learn more from everybody in other departments and careers as well.
Faith, you're muted. You're muted.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I said Martins, thank you for that. Thank you so much. And we'll see. I will try our best to see how we can actually help you achieve that. So up next, I'll be calling Bridget. Bridget, if you can hear me, please do well to unmute your mic. Let's hear from you. And of course, let's see your face.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. That is nice.
Yes, we
Thank
can hear you.
Okay. My name is Bridget Udubami.
you. Okay.
Um, currently staying in Bayelsa State, and I'm just getting into the cybersecurity learning track with a tech for dev. So I just need a support team. Don't really know my bearing yet, but I have some areas like interest, maybe trade analysis. So I'm just looking for a support team anyway. What other questions did you ask? Have I
Okay.
answered all the questions?
Yeah, you have answered it, and I like your honesty. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you. Okay. Up next, let's hear from Stanley. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you. Let's hear from Stanley. Stanley, if you can hear me, please unmute and let's hear you. Stanley, can you hear me? Hello, Stanley, can you hear me? Okay, okay, without wasting much of our time, I think we'll be giving, whenever Stanley comes, we'll be giving him an opportunity to introduce himself. But for now, okay. Isaac, can you hear me? Welcome on the call. I've been seeing you going on and coming up. I think your network. So can you hear me, Isaac?
Yeah, it's not my network. I don't know how to operate the app. That's why. So like, I would
It's
come in, it push me back out and all of that. So I didn't
It's
really
all
understand
right.
it.
So sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we are doing at the moment is we are introducing ourselves, and the meeting has started proper. But before we, go into the business of today, it's very okay for us to, know ourselves. And of course, it's a community. It's somewhere where you have come because you are looking for something. There's something you want to achieve, and I cannot know if you do not tell me. So we are asking you, what is your name? Where are you speaking to us from? What are you currently doing? What is that thing you want to achieve? Are you transitioning, or you are okay in your career and you want to scale up? So what is that thing that you basically need? Just let us know about you and how we can serve you well in this community. So let's hear you, please. And please, one more thing, you have to show us your face. You have to show us your face so that we can, put a face to the name. So let's hear you, please.
The issue with the face is I'm actually on the road currently, and it might be distracting.
But we don't
There's
mind
no
seeing
problem.
your face. We don't mind seeing
Just,
your
just
face.
even if it's for 5 seconds. It's good. Okay.
Good afternoon,
Okay.
everybody.
Hello. Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
my name is Isaac Ogudadi. I am here to basically, I'm here to basically like learn more about cybersecurity and networking, and also I I hope to achieve mastery and also able to be a professional and probably like have a career path in probably networking or cybersecurity. And also currently I am a photographer, and I don't know if you asked, but I don't know what else you asked for. Please, I'm sorry. Can you please ask me?
Okay. So you are currently a photographer and you are looking to transition fully into tech, if I'm correct. That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is that thing that you want to get from? Why is it that you joined this community? What is that thing that you need help with? Or you want us to, okay, let's touch this area. Okay, you to, push me like this so that I can achieve this. So that's what I want to know. Thank you.
Basically, more or less like accountability is what I joined for, and also expertise and his direction. Those are not the major reasons why I actually joined, because he has gone ahead, and I feel like I can learn from him, and also he can propel, or the community, can propel me faster, and also being that there is a community, it's going to give more sense of accountability and and like responsibility to me as a person to be able to like show up.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
So is there anybody I have not called? I don't think so. Except Stanley, of course. I think Stanley can still not hear me. So okay. Okay, now since we've known everybody, I want to officially welcome every one of us to this session. I promise it's going to be very interactive, and we are all young people, and I can relate. There are some of us that need somebody to tell us, oh, stand up and go and do this thing. You know what to do, but you just feel, oh, there's still time, I'll do it later. You need somebody to push you. There are many of us that we know what to do, but we just feel like we still have time. So you need somebody to be hard on you. Have you done this? Have you done that? Someone that is constantly checking on you. And there are some of us that have, I think one of us said, this short attention span. Sometimes I can be like that. Today I'm here, tomorrow I'm looking at another thing that is catching my interest. But we cannot grow like that. You have to get one thing, master it, and be very, very good in that thing. So I can assure you that you are in the right place. I can relate to a lot of us here, and it is very, very easy to help or touch something that you can relate to. I cannot, what I don't know, I cannot help. And it is very fortunate too that our mentor, Mr. Adedotun, is here with us today. And I know so many of us follow him on LinkedIn. He's a cloud infrastructure engineer and a DevOps engineer, and with so many years of experience, of course. And he has built this community. If you notice, we are not much in the community. Sometimes it's not about crowd. It's about building intentionally, where you can relate to each other, bring your challenges, your wins. When you're at crossroads, you have someone that can say, okay, do this. And actually, I forgot to mention, if it helps, I currently just got an email too. I am currently in the Tech for Dev Cybersecurity Boot Camp. So I think we have a lot of Tech for Dev members here. So we'll be able to actually even relate with each other. So that being said, Mr. Adedotun is going to be addressing us. It is not easy to see someone that has a lot on his plate and still wants to give back to the community, give back to the younger generations. He has a lot of things, but he still, in fact, the first day I spoke to him, he used his own airtime. He called me, and in fact, in less than 10 to 15 minutes of speaking with him, I already had some nuggets I had written down, like, okay, I think I'm getting to the right track. So I can guarantee you, honestly, if you can put in the effort, you will not regret being here. And another thing I'd like us to work on, please, is in this time that we are in, you cannot make it when you are hidden. You can be a guru in cybersecurity. If you don't put yourself out there, I will not know. I cannot even know what you are doing. You understand? So, in fact, when I spoke to Mr. Adedotun the first time, less than 10 minutes of speaking with him, I already like pitched myself. Okay, sir, I do this and I do that. And he's like, okay, just be in my face. And once there's an opportunity, I know very well that I'll be needing your skills. Do this, learn that. In fact, when it's time, I'll be putting you in so training. So if I did not talk, he wouldn't know. You understand? So I want us to be more active in the group. I've been sending a lot of messages. Nobody is replying. Nobody's saying anything. You don't even know where your next job is going to come from. You don't even know the person. Like, I'm currently taking a training in cloud computing and DevOps, and somebody just dropped a job opportunity there that everybody's like, wow, you can bring this kind of opportunity. And so I've been sending messages to the group. People are not responding, and it's kind of discouraging because it looks like we are all young people here. We all have things to do. So if somebody is trying to chase you, to like, okay, join us, I think the least you can do is to reciprocate, so that I wouldn't feel like, okay, I'm wasting my time. The time I'm supposed to be using to do something, I'm chasing people, and it's something that's going to benefit all of us. So please, moving forward, I would like us to develop the culture of chatting in the group. Don't look at the numbers. Personally, I don't even like groups that there are too much people. Because if opportunities want to go around, there's this close knit community that when you have a close knit community, you know everybody. I know that, okay, this person is in customer care. I see a customer care opportunity. I reach out to you in your DM. Can you do this? Oh, I have an opening. Can you come here? Can you do that? So don't be discouraged by the number in the group, expecting 3,000 group of people. No, in fact, the smaller the better. So please, going forward, I would like us to be more active in the group, respond to chats, interact, share your challenges. Like I said, you don't know who I am, you don't know who he is, you don't know who Ifeanyi is, you don't know who Samuel is, you don't know who Samuel knows that is probably holding that position you are looking for. Thank you very much. So right about now, I'm sure on your screen you can see Mr. Adedotun. So we'll be giving him the floor to speak. Thank you very much, sir. You can have the floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to believe we are all in the same country, maybe except if we have somebody from Ghana. I know I do have, one of my mentees from Ghana, and then someone from Kenya who said, reach out. But also, of course, that's still between the 1 or 2 hours time zone. So I want to believe that every one of us are still in the afternoon or perhaps in the evening. So let me say a very big thank you to for Fito Sakwe for, working with me along, putting this together. So this platform I've been well, I've been on this platform for a while, but this is going to be the fourth official kind of an hangout with where we have a lot of people, hanging out with ourselves. So we are not hanging out with me, yeah, we're hanging out with ourselves. So I know we have already introduced ourselves because of our time. We want to keep the time. The next 1 hour, we should be out of this place. And then, so on right on your screen, you would see that I've shared my screen, and then you might just, be able to see what we'll be doing. So, and don't forget, a lot of you has reached out to me to say, oh, I love what you did with Tech for Dev, and you want me to mentor you. Of course, don't forget, as a tech person, I might not be able to mentor everybody in the area of the tech that they are into, and then or any areas that you have been working in before, and also or any area you want to go into. But generally, we have mentorship that can improve our life, even as you doesn't have to be a tech person before your life is improved. You don't have to be doing tech before you are efficient, before you communicate well and all of that. So I just want to thank you for your time, because it's not, I've learned one thing, that over the time, if you call for a meeting and you see 1 or 2 people gather, as a Christian, we believe, God is in their midst, right? So, but we are more than two, we are more than three. So it means indeed God has, signed this, that this will happen. And then it's an honor to also mentor you. And for mentorship, it's a way of just guiding, into becoming what you what you desire to become. So my
Um, Hello, sir. I think you are muted, though.
oh yeah. Okay, sorry. So I was saying that if you look at your screen, you would see that have seen you would have seen a PowerPoint, split, because I also don't like to speak off point or just speak the way I'm directed or as I'm led. No, this is a structured learning for training and mentorship, for guidance, right? And then we have close to 12 people here, and 12 people cannot say they don't know what they are doing by just coming to join this meeting. So it's because you are expectant, you want to learn something new, or you want to update what you have known. That's why you have you have decided to be part of this mentorship group. So now, what's the vision for this mentorship group? I want you to know that our vision is very simple: beyond coding, beyond technical knowledge, beyond cybersecurity, beyond cloud engineering, beyond data analysis, beyond anything that you do. Our vision is to work together and then towards what? Towards impact. Towards impact. So how do we measure that impact? Impact is something, and okay, for example, when I took the section at Tech for Dev, I think there was an impact. That's why I could have few few of you guys, or actually 80% of you from Tech for Dev. So what I did that day led me to an impact. So the impact of that day is what we are seeing today, right? The impact of that day is what we are seeing today. So now, today, what will be the impact of today in our lives tomorrow, right? What will be the impact of today, or whatever we are doing today? What impact will it give us, you know, in our lives tomorrow? So that's also why what vision that we have, towards this mentorship thing is. So why does this matter? Yeah, text you will get you in the door, right? Yes, I've been through the doors. I mean, several doors, right? Your technology, your skills will get you through the doors, So which means you are on the right track by doing your cohorts or by doing a boot camp with Tech for Dev or any other training skills that you are doing. I also have two other guys or three other guys that are also learning from me personally. I think I have Adigo Miriam, I have Samuel Jackson, I have what's his name again? Um, Isaac, who are doing their training personally with me because they are, quite close with me. So either you are doing that personally with me or you are doing with Tech for Dev. So the idea is that you are gathering what we call the technical skills. So because of your technical skills, because of your tech know-how, right? Your tech know why, there's tech know-how. That is how to do stuff. Then there's techno why this stuff is happening, right? So because of those two things, then the doors gets open to you. What are the doors you are looking at here? Doors of opportunities, doors of chances, doors for you can have doors to do internship. You can have a voluntary doors, like you are volunteering with an organization. You can have a door for a job contract. You can have doors for maybe like a career contract, like a job, some part-time jobs and all of that. Different kind of doors we open, right? So, but why does it matter? Tech skill gets you through the door, but soft skills define your career trajectory. All right. So during my section with you during the Tech for Dev, that Friday, I told you that we have what we call the hard skills, we have what we call the soft skills, right? So all of you now know the hard skills. The hard skills is what you are gathering: the cybersecurity, the data analytics, the cloud engineering, all those stuff that you guys are doing right now. Those are the hard skills. And kudos to that, bravo to that, and I so much appreciate your effort because today is Saturday, so which means this next 2 hours you're supposed to be sleeping, enjoying yourself, having time with your family, But to see that one of my sister here who introduced herself was carrying a baby from Bayelsa, right? She has a baby in her hand, but despite that, what she's still doing, she's still taking her time. She's still taking her time to develop, to get to know, to say, okay, how can I become better? Right? So that means what she's doing, she's giving a very sound, a very sound legacy for the baby she's carrying in her hand. So in this community, we are going to be supporting ourselves. When I mean support, emotional support, financial support, in times of moral support, in times of community support, you know, because when we are part of something big, we should be able to give more of ourselves to that something. Okay. So, but don't forget, by the end of my section, that there's going to be room for questions, and and for questions. So, who is Dotun? A little of me has been said. I've been participating with our sections together. I've been mentoring and guiding you, with the help of God, and the wisdom I've gathered, over the time. I'm also a leading professional, career person, and uh, I believe in transformation, right? So I overheard when Martins was saying that she right from NYT, was doing some stuff and then it transformed, calculating to tech. So which means that our journey is transformational. Our journey is transformational. So please, I wouldn't want us to take what we are having here for granted. I understand. I understand that yes, what we are doing is not, it's something that might just, help us to achieve more. Okay, so this program would have an audience, of course, definitely, which is you. The format of our training most of the times will be this, having team session, and then having team session, and then duration basically yeah, 1 or 2 hours, so we are done, right? So we'll have a lot of delivery overviews, and there will be this is our first session. The next session will be having you will not be the one doing most of the talking, because an assignment will have gone out, an action for you to perform will have gone out. We need to check your KPI to be sure that what you told yourself that you want to do, you want to achieve, you are achieving it. And then, that will also go a long way. So now look at your screen. I want you to, I want you to look at what you have on your screen. So through our mentorship, maybe for the next 3 months, for the next 4 months, for the next 6 months, depending on how we we space ourselves, because we're not going to be rushing ourselves into teaching and learning. And at the same time, we understand that along the line, some of you might just want to drop off, some we might have to start running after, but let's make it clear. A mentorship platform is not a place where someone runs after you. You need to make it clear. And I'm sure that Faith mentioned that, when she was introducing, it's not a place where we met. So it's a place where you run after because you want to learn, you want to become, you want to be better, right? So one of the things that we'll also be doing is that we'll be bringing seasoned professional to be speaking with you. Seasoned professional. So don't assume that I'm going to be the only one to be talking with you, because over time you're going to get tired of my voice. You're going to get tired of my, whatever it is. But you're going to be bringing seasoned professionals. So, and that will be as a result of the key, as a result of our performance. What I mean by performance is once we give you an assignment, we give you an action to do, we have, because there's going to be a way of reporting it back. All of you will report it back. So you're going to report it back, and I'm going to expose you to a lot of tools that will help you to manage yourself. So now we are going to be having 5 different sessions. So basically, our mentorship will be divided into 5 different parts. So the first part will be owning the outcome. As you can see, that first part will be own the outcome, own the outcome. Then the second part is signal through the noise, signal through the noise. And then the third part, we need to thrive together, thriving together, like you can see, thriving together. Then the fourth part is the hidden ROI of caring. So don't forget it's mentorship, right? So ROI simply means a return on the investment. So let's look at this. The next 2 hours of your life, you are investing it into learning something new. Now I know Martins better. Now I know Miriam better. Now I know Rosemary better. Now I know Samuel better. Now I know Bridget better. Now we have somebody that just joined us. His name is Okpoluwa Aziz. I've made it through this platform. I will also know him better. Do you understand? So, but there's going to be a return on that investment. We're spending time together. We are learning together. But there's going to be opportunity, when we all comes together like this. Trust me, when there's an opportunity you have, you first of all think of the other mentors or think of the other mentees that we have on this platform. So let's prioritize ourselves. After our family members, here come this group. Okay. After our family members, there come this group. You understand? Because I want us to build closely knitted family together, as one, so that we all build a community that will be able to help ourselves. So today, I'm just maybe a bloody cloud engineer. So what if I become a commissioner for science and technology for a state tomorrow? Think about it. What if I become a minister for, maybe ICT for tomorrow? Think about that. So that tomorrow you will now come to me, you say, oh, I remember you, sir, I'm in your group. I'll now ask you, what group? You say, your mentorship group. I say, what's your name? I say, but when was the last time? I say, well, it's been like 3 years that I participated. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. What if Martins or Samuel or Stanley, you know, becomes necessary to a governor tomorrow? Think about that. So, but Stanley knows that he has another family here in this mentorship group. When opportunities are coming from Stanley, he remembers us. Do you understand? He remembers us because I'm trying to explain the hidden ROI of our caring for you. Do you understand? If you don't participate, don't expect. Let me be sincere with you. When I handled the tech for dev this thing, I was very blunt and I was straightforward. A lot of you came to me and you said, sir, I love the way you were blunt. I love the way you were straightforward. I want you to mentor me. That's why you are here. So I'm really going to be very blunt with you. Don't expect to to I mean, don't expect to take credit from anybody's life that you have not invested in. Don't expect to take any goodness from anybody that you have not invested in. You don't call them, you don't check up on them, you don't know if they have a job, you don't know if they have a job, you don't know if they are doing well. Even if you know, what is that little thing that you are doing to make them a better person? Ordinarily sharing a link. Oh, Mithura, apply for this job and lift their day. That's an investment. Do you understand? So don't expect that when they become someone in life, you would have a stake in their life. You can never have a stake in their life. You must have that at the back of your hand. Have it at the back of your mind. It is somebody that you have put an investment upon. It is a life that you have invested upon that can yield for you. So as we are here is an investment for all of us. So you are investing your time, you are learning something new for the next 1 hour or for the next 6 months that we are going to be doing this mentorship class. Then you should know it's an investment. Trust me, a transformation is going to happen. It's going to happen and it's going to happen very speedily. That I can guarantee you. You understand? So the fifth part of our section is going to be from code to context. From code to context. So yes, truly, you know how to code. Truly, you now understand cloud. Truly, you are now a cybersecurity expert. Truly, you are now a tech person. You are a tech bro. You are a tech sis. Now, whatness? Now, whatness? So, of what value can we now derive from you? You understand? Of what value can we derive from you? So, we're going to be looking into this area of our life. I'm going to be looking to this area of our life. And like I said, I'm not going to be the only one to do this. I'm very straightforward. I'm going to be bringing people who have also have opportunity to mentor others and they will be blunt with us. And, like I said, we will continue to enjoy this as a result of our own level of response to this. So, which means that maybe after 2-3 times, and we discover that nobody's responding, we shut down the group, which means everybody goes their home. I continue to face my business, I go my way. You understand what I mean? But if the response is huge and we can truly track the transformation that's ongoing in our lives, then we give all glory to God, and then we are sure to also do this later. And then another opportunity here is that imagine if we also have another level of younger generation coming, you can break the group into different groups and say you mentor two, three people, you mentor two, three people, you mentor two, three people. So that means you two you are growing, right? I didn't just wake up here to say I want to start mentoring people. I can bet it with you. Somebody started this, and the person is on this call. Person walked up to me and said, "Sir, I want you to mentor me." That was about 2, 3 years ago. And I was wondering how I'll mentor you. How do I want to mentor you? And I told the person, okay, all I want you to do, just be in my face. Yeah, just be in my face. Are you available? Okay, we're together in the same, non-for-profit organization, and then we work together within the IT team, within the non-for-profit organization. And I said, don't worry, you can make yourself available. Then there's going to be a lot of opportunity. And there has been a lot of opportunity. He's currently on this call. I just don't want to mention his name or her name, whoever the person is. You understand? So that's because the person well up that opportunity and said, mentor me. Well, after the whole time, it was a personal mentorship. But now this is growing. So I also want to grow, right? I also want to grow. So my wife currently mentors and then does a lot of stuff. In fact, she has a platform called Grow with Mo. That's and check her out. Please check my wife out. You know, Grow with Mo. She does a lot of stuff to that helps people. Make them a better person and all of that. So I'll be moving directly into my session. So I will just do a part of the session one, and then so we can go into question and answer, so that I can just answer those questions, and because I want us to be done by 5:30, we are here, we are out of this place. So own the outcome from silent executor to a trusted partner. From silent executor to a trusted partner. Look at that image again. Think about it again. I want you to think about that statement from being a silent executor to what? To a trusted partner. Think about it again. What does that mean? What does it entail? That word is pregnant. It has a lot of meaning. From being a silent executor, it is somebody has hired you. Somebody has said, do this job for me. Somebody has says, okay, if they ask you to go 1 mile, you tell them, no, don't worry, I can go 2. Do you understand? Going that extra mile. So I'm happy that a lot of you here on this call are categorized to be Gen Zs. And I know for you to even say, sir, come and mentor me, I know you're not behaving like a Gen Z. That one has even set you apart. You understand? But you know what Generation Z, what they call them, the way they behave. Any small thing, my mental health, any small thing, I can't take shit. Any small thing, I cannot do anything. No, it's not like that with you. I want to believe it's not like that with you. Because like I would say that for the fact that you belong to a generation does not mean that you will not experience what other people in the world will experience. Yes, you can have a better knowledge at your disposal. Yes, you can have a better, environment at your disposal, but does not mean that people will not experience a midlife crisis. Still does not mean that you will do business and you will fail. It still does not mean that they will not give you what's it called, breakfast, you know, because you are still dealing with human being. No matter how advanced your technology, people will still break their heart. They will still break, they will still, they will still give you breakfast. You know what I mean? That means it's part of the human nature. You understand? So for the fact that you are here, Bridget, I like the way you laugh. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's part of the human nature. So no matter the generation you find yourself, there are some things that are basic human nature. So when you are given an opportunity to execute a project, then you are a silent executor. So how do you grow from being a silent executor to the point that you are owning the company? You are now a trusted partner. You are having a major stake in a company. So imagine that MTN has hired you. MTN, just not even MTN. Let's say there's a company that works with MTN. A company works with MTN. So you are working with that company that works with MTN. So you are not a direct MTN staff. You are not a direct MTN staff, but you are working with maybe like a partner company with MTN. So they attach you to do some certain jobs. As you are doing the jobs, we will not recognize you. MTN will not recognize you. Even if you do a very fantastic job, MTN will recognize the organization that has given you opportunity to work with them. You understand? But as time goes by, when opportunity begin to grow based on your job, somebody can recommend you within MTN and say, let's hire this guy. And then they bring you in. And then from there, from being a junior staff to a senior staff, from to executive, and you grow to a point where you become a partner or you begin to buy stock, and then you understand. So how do you? So this requires that you own your outcome. This requires that no matter what you are doing as we speak, some of you, when you were introducing yourself, said you are a freelancer. Whatever that means, whatever it is that you are doing, looks like okay, you don't have a solid job in your hands. It's not a problem. It's not a problem that you don't have a solid job, but it will be a problem if you stick to being only a freelancer and you are not developing and you are not growing and you are not looking at how to partner with other organizations or how to partner with other people to achieve what the capacity of what you can achieve. Do you understand? So because of our time, I will really, so let's own the outcome. So to own the outcome, what are the outcomes that you need to own today? Understand ownership behavior, practice problem right, problem framing, then right. And one of the problems that we have also in this our generation, we usually don't take notes. We usually don't take notes. So the idea now is the more you are able to take notes, it's easier for you to understand what the problem is, and then you can look into the problem. You can frame the problem and say, okay, if this is happening here and this is happening here, this is happening here, are there connections? Okay, what can we do? What can we do to achieve, to solve this problem? So these are some of the things that is very important for us to also put on ground. So why does ownership? Why does it matter? Why does ownership matters? So when we are talking about ownership, are we saying that I should go and own the company? Yes, that's what we are saying. Own the company. Yeah, but I'm not the MD CEO now. Yes, we know that you are not the MD CEO, but you are the MD CEO of your own life. You are the MD CEO of your own life. So if you are the MD CEO of your own life and you work with an organization, then you have a stake in that organization. So own that little stake you have. That is why in owning an organization, they put a percentage to it. They'll tell you, oh, Jimbobia owns 4% of Zenny Bank. So what about the 96%? Who owns them? Okay, other people, you and I. But you see that 4% has made him the CEO. So he manages the whole 100% for you or for the stakeholders, for the shareholders. But meanwhile, he owns only 4%. That might be the highest percentage owned by one person. Do you understand? But don't forget, he also manages all the other 96% now. I'm just giving that as an example. So take ownership of whatever it is that we are doing. So I will need to give kudos to Faith. She has been doing one or two things regarding putting this together, and I've been watching, and I told her, okay, this is how it starts. No matter how little it is, start like this. Okay, do this and do this. So don't be afraid. Our next class, I'm going to call another person to want the same thing that she did. So which means that you're also learning how to organize a meeting, and then be in charge and take ownership of the meeting for this week. You yourself, you can score yourself. You can say, oh, last time that girl said, okay, how did I do against that person? Do you understand? You can own it and begin to hone it and say, okay, I can do better. You can even reach out, and sir, let me be the one to coordinate the meeting. It is coming out. You understand? It's an opportunity. You don't know. Do you get? So why ownership matters? Tech delivers task. Look at that. Because you are in tech, because whatever it is that you are doing, tech, IT, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, data analytics, whatever it is that you are doing, the main reason why you have been hired is simple. That is it there. Delivers tax. Delivers. That is the reason why you have been hired. Once your tax are done, they don't care. They don't care. That's the truth. Once you are the best they can do, they clap for you. They say, "Oh, you are the staff of the year or the staff of the month." That's all. You understand? But understand one thing, that the businesses that you work with, they also reward outcome. They also reward outcome. So what does that mean? That simply means that as you are working, somebody somewhere is watching you. They are looking at what you are doing. Somebody somewhere is also maligning you. They are creating story that is untrue about you. You understand? Yes, it happens. But you focus, keep working on delivering your own tax. Then why does ownership matters? Trust. Businesses can trust you. Your MD can trust you. Your mentor can trust you. You understand what I mean? Your partner in business can trust you. If you are married, your partner should be able to trust you because you are owning your life, you are owning your own marriage, you are owning taking care of your children, you are owning your own life. Do you understand? You tell yourself, this is my life. In fact, something happened to me in year 2020. I can never forget, before COVID started. That should be January 2020. I went for an hangout meeting, and then young lady that came speaking to us told us that, see, whatever you want to do in the space of career, it is me.in. It's just you. It's not about any organization. It's you delivering value for you. Remember, my last training I take for them, I told you, it's you talking to yourself. It's you. You must deliver value for you. So look at it this way. Look at it this way. I am having this conversation with you today. You might think that, oh, Mr. Dotun is talking to us. No, don't assume that I'm delivering value to you. No, I'm not delivering value to you. I am delivering value for myself. I am delivering value to myself. You don't understand? But since I can say that I have grown to a level where I now mentor, 12 people. We have a meeting, they are up to 12, and we are constantly having meetings. That's growth. That's value. That, oh, 2 years ago, I used to have one or two people, but 3 days down the line, I have 12. Maybe in the next 3 years, the 12, remember, those of us that understand, the 12 are also gone out to go, and they too, they have grown. They now have 70. You understand? That's value. Value down the chain. So don't assume that I am delivering value to you. No. Yes, I am delivering value to you because you are under mentorship, you are learning. But no, that's not the point. The point is, Adedotun is also delivering value to Adedotun. Are you getting the point? So if they say, oh, who owns a mentorship where there are 12 people that are, 12 people, we have 12 people members? It's not Mistura. It's Adedotun. And then you ask question, oh, what has Adedotun been doing? Oh, or what is he doing? How is he able to have up to 12 people that is mentoring? Does that make sense? So you can see now. So you are delivering value to yourself. Don't assume that you are not doing anybody a favor by becoming better. No, 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 no. You are not doing anybody a favor by becoming better in your life. You are doing yourself a favor, right? So then why ownership matters? Autonomy. So autonomy simply means that, yes, you can manage whatever you know, whatever the issue that comes around it. It's easier for you to manage. It's easier for you to, you understand everything about your business. You understand everything about your life. You understand everything about your marriage. You understand everything about your career. You understand where you are going. You have it planned out. You have it, you have it mapped out. That's exactly like it is. Then promotion, velocity. Why ownership matters? Because you have ownership mentality. Anybody that you work with, they will quickly promote you. That is the speed. Velocity simply means speed. You understand? People will be wondering, now only you, yes, so now only you, because now only you feel carry matter for head. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So people say, it's only you, it's only you. I mean, so you. Yes, it is only you because you are the only one that ownership matters to. Others, ownership no matter to them. Others don't mind if the business is spoiled. Others don't mind if their relationship are destroyed. Others don't mind not to join mentorship uh, meetings. But you matters. It matters to you. You understand? So when there's an opportunity for promotion, they will remember you. Stakeholders' confidence. So what are the stakeholder confidence? For example, let's look at it this way. If those of you that are not married, you have a relationship. So the so-called boyfriend and the girlfriend, you understand? So-called boyfriend and girlfriend. For those of you that are not married. But how does stakeholder confidence comes into this place? This is what it means. You are a lady, you go to your boyfriend's house, or maybe somewhere, and then he has his friends around. And then the friends started calling you, oh, yeah, oh, our wife, oh, our wife. Why do you think they're calling you our wife? You understand that concept now? Or you go to his house where the parents are, the mother is hugging you, say, my wife has come. You have not done introduction, no. You have not done marriage, oh. But at that moment, the supposed mother-in-law to is already saying, my wife, where you come? My wife, she can now hold your hand and you're not going to market together, you are just doing things together. That is stakeholder now. You understand? In that your relationship, in that boyfriend relationship thing, that woman is a stakeholder. In that boyfriend relationship things, those friends that are calling you Yahoo, because our wife, because you know how to cook. Those are stakeholder confidence. Just use that experience, that example, so you can understand it. So it's the same thing in your life. So how does this happen in your own life? So let's assume you are my brother. Let's assume you are my brother, or you are my mentee, as all of you are now. You are my mentee, as all of you are now. If you do well and begin to say, yes, I know this person can deliver. So that's confidence. Because over the time, you have been mentored into the right direction. If you understand. The same thing in an organization. The people that own the businesses, their customers, the owner of businesses, their customers, their clients, they are called stakeholders. Even the government that are paying tax to, they are also stakeholders. So they can be happy with you the way you do things. So that's what that means there. I want us to look at the executor versus trusted partner. Executor versus trusted partner. So here you are going to unmute. You are going to unmute your mic and I will ask you some questions here. So where do you sit today? Where do you sit today? Do you see yourself as that person that can voice out an opinion? Do you take initiative? Are you the type that communicates well? Or do you understand the scope of work? So where do you belong? Oh yeah, let's go. Who's going first? So where do you sit on these 4 levels at the top? Where do you sit? Who's going first?
Hi, I'm Miriam.
Okay, Marian, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So for me, I see myself as someone that always wants to understand the scope of every business first. I might not know what I think I have this knowledge of I might not really know what it is on the onset, but once I like sit down, I always get the scope of it first. And once I get it down, is like a very easy piece stuff to me. I'll be able
Okay,
to like
good.
just push it through
Okay,
immediately.
good. So what happened to your mode of communication?
My mode of communication in terms of my work area is actually okay because I'm also good in communication. I think I've worked with teams before, not like the Microsoft teams, but I've worked with like
Yeah, I
specific
know.
team
Teams,
members
people.
on,
Yeah.
yeah, on a working schedule, and where I communicate very, very actively with them. Even in my cybersecurity track now, I'm a group leader, and I always try my possible best to carry my members along and also communicate to them any slightest change or any slightest upgrade. I always want to share it to them, even in my own
Okay.
busy distance. So I'm good in communication. I'm good in my scope. I
All
have
right.
good.
So
Uh,
a round of applause for Miriam. A round of applause for Miriam. Okay, so who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
Can you hear me? I said,
Okay, Faith, go ahead, please.
so for me, looking at my screen, I kind of feel everything here kind of goes hand in hand. For me, I am someone that likes to um take initiative, and I am not someone that waits until I'm being told what to do. I can step into a room and look around, and I'm already thinking, okay, how do I fix this? How do I put this in order? Okay, how do I coordinate? And then it's one thing to take initiative and you don't act on it. Sometimes you cannot do it alone, so you have to communicate. Now, if I want to put all these things, I'm going to say first of all, just like Miriam said, you have to understand the scope, which is stepping into the room and looking around. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? How am I being useful? What am I doing? How am I supposed to arrange this thing? So first of all, you have to have the scope, and then when you understand, you can now take the initiative to execute what you have understood. I should do it like this. I can make it better like this. I can, optimize it like this. And after taking the initiative to optimize stuffs, there are times you cannot do it alone. There are times you might not be in a position to take those decisions or be at the helm of affairs where you have the authority to carry out some things. So that is where you voice out. And when you voice yourself through communication. You have to know how to communicate, because they say communication is when the other party understands the message that is being sent across. So you have to understand, you have to communicate effectively, in that the people you are communicating with will see or be able to understand why you want to do what you want to do, why you want to rearrange things, why you want to, structure things. So I think basically for me, I can work with everything here in a structured way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's give her a round of applause for that. Let's give her a round of applause for that. So okay, one more person before one more person, one more person,
Eh?
one more person, one more person. Okay, Bridget.
So yes, so I would say that I'm someone who takes initiative, and I always want to always speak for others, if that's what voice means, because I think that's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
okay, so I like to speak for those who I feel do not have the means to speak. Then I also like the scope. Yes, I like to know. Like, I'm someone who wants to see the end before I start something. I want to see the end. I want to see how far can I go, because I
So
don't
that you
like
know
doing
if you have to
something.
shook your head
Yes.
or not.
If I'm not going to go, I don't. I'm a go getter. I think that's the word. So if I want to see first, if it's not something I can venture into, I think that's another thing
Yeah.
I'm trying to change about myself. I can easily say, okay, this length, no, it's too far. I'm not going. I'll just stay back, because I try to
Okay.
first of all see that scope, and that's another thing I'm trying to work on. If I see, I like, oh, but if something is, I've made up my mind that this distance I can take it, I will take that distance. But
Okay.
where I know I'm not good at is communication. No, no, And that's what I'm trying
Okay.
to learn. I'm not
Don't
good
worry.
at that.
Before the end of our mentorship, you will know how to communicate. Already you have started. A round of applause for Bridget. A round of applause for Bridget. Okay, let's give her a round of applause now. Let's give her a round of applause. All right. So any other person that wants to, any other person, one more person. One.
For me, I would say
Okay.
For me, I would say working as a technical support engineer has actually helped me. Speaking to customers from different parts of the world, from Europe, North America, South America, understanding the scope is usually the best thing because once you understand the scope, you'll be able to communicate better, you'll be able to resolve issues, and you'll be able to take proactive measures. Right. So working in a team as well or working as a team can also help you. You know, when you have issues that are way bigger than you, you collaborate. I could remember there are issues that I have no idea of, but somebody has the idea. So you just have to speak up most times and they just share you the idea. So it's best you share the ideas, you communicate your fears, you communicate the struggle, and you get the support. So the initiative is also very, very important because there are situations whereby you might just be the only one there at that point. So you need to let fear put you down. You just have to like, okay, whatever will be, we just go into it. So that has really shaped me and is one of the things that we also be learning here on this group.
All right. Thank you. So we'll see what a round of applause for Martins, please. I mean that the one thing I learned said, don't be afraid to communicate your fears. Don't be afraid to communicate your fears. Communicate your fears. You can see now. You can see what we are learning now. So sometimes we feel like, well, I don't know this thing. I don't know what to do, and then we let it go. No, no. Look for someone to communicate. Oh, I'm afraid that this thing will not work out. I mean, speak it out. Communicate your fear. I mean, that's another thing we're going to be learning from there. Okay, so the ownership ladder. Ownership ladder. Don't forget, we are looking at ownership today. Look at the ownership ladder. Say, see it, own it, solve it, do it, share it. And we all cross it. We are see it, own it, solve it,
From it,
do
do
it,
it, and
share
share
it.
it.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. See it,
See
own
Own
it,
it,
own it,
solve
solve
it,
solve,
it,
Solve it.
solve,
do
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 it,
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 do it.
and then
share it.
share it.
Share
Let's go
it.
let's go once more. 1, 2, 3, go. See it,
See
See,
See it,
Own it.
it,
own
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 it,
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 Solve it.
own
solve
solve
it,
it,
solve
solve
it,
it,
do
do
it,
it,
do
do it,
share
and
it.
share
it.
it.
Share it.
So
share it.
So I want Mistura and then Rosemary to explain this part to us. They have not spoken. Mistura Akomu and Rosemary Nelson to explain what you understand by this.
Okay, so what I understand with this ownership ladder that says see it, own it, solve it, do it, share it. See it in terms that you perceive an idea, you can see what you want to achieve. Like you are able to like project in the future that okay, I want to become a product manager. Own it in the sense that you are telling yourself this is what I want to do, you own it. Then solve it, you're able to solve that problem of learning to become that person you want to become. Then do it. You are not procrastinating about it. You're not saying I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next tomorrow. You are doing it now. You are taking the necessary training you need to take. You are trying to put yourself in that space. Then share it in sense that you are in more like in a community of friends and people exchange different ideas. Even if it's not product management related, you can maybe if you see a job opportunity, you are able to like share and interact. So that's what I understand.
Let's give her a round of applause there. Let's give her a round of applause there. Let's give her a round. Okay, so Rosemary.
Okay, what I'm seeing from where I can understand from this ownership ladder is first of all, see it. what you see by seeing it, you have to recognize it first of all. You need to recognize, is it a problem? Is it an opportunity? Is it what needs your
Mm.
attention? You need to first of all
Mm.
see.
Now
So
they
when you
enter me,
see
they enter
them,
me. Mm.
when you see them, you're taking notes, you're not taking notes of them. Then own it, just as the word mean own. Ownership means responsibility. You're accepting this as a responsibility for you to be able to achieve them. So you are not going to wait for someone to like push you to do it. You're going to own it. You're going to be responsible for that thing. Then next thing is to solve it. How you felt, you have to now think about it. How am I going to solve this? You're going to think critically. You're going to try to assess possible solutions to be able to resolve that thing. Then do it. How do you do it? Just as you're taking responsibility, you're going to take actions for it to be able to effectively do this. You have to look for several implementations that will be able to help you to get what you need at the end of the day. Then the last but not the least, which is share it. After critically succeeding in achieving this, you need to share it. You need to share your knowledge. You need to share your experiences, because many people also over your failures, because people also want to learn from what you may not necessarily succeed in what you're doing, but once you share it, you gain experience, you gain knowledge, you gain advice, you also learn and unlearn from it. So that's what I say from this.
Oh, thank you. Can we give lady a round of applause? In fact, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Opeoluwa Aziz, you cannot hide. You can only run. You cannot hide. Opeoluwa Aziz. Opeoluwa Aziz, you're not there. Yeah. Okay. Let me call Stanley. Stanley.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you, Stanley. You were not able to
Thank
introduce
you.
yourself the other time,
Yes,
but this is an
I don't know what
opportunity.
was wrong with
So
my.
no problem. Here is the ownership ladder. Explain to
Okay.
us. Tell us something we've not heard today. Something we have not heard.
All right. Okay. So the first one is see it. What I understand by that is you recognize the problem or the opportunity. So don't ignore issues. They say that you can't fix what you don't see. So you have to see it first before you can fix it. Then the second one is own it, taking responsibilities instead of waiting for someone else. So just take responsibilities, own it, do it, go all the way out and try to see what you can do about it. Then solving it, find a way forward, take creativity, gather resources and act to make things better. Then do it, execute, don't just plan, then talk, take action and deliver results. And when it comes to sharing, after all this, you pass knowledge or resource so that others can learn. So that is what I understand.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's give Stanley a warm reaction. Let's give him a warm reaction. Right? Yeah, we appreciate. Opolu Aziz, are you there? I'm not sure if Opolu Aziz is still available.
Yeah, but sorry, I'm actually shuffling between two calls. I'm actually on a call at work, so I apologize. So please, I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. Yes, Opolu
I'm
Aziz
so sorry.
is a server engineer. I mean, that guy, I've been running after him. He's my guy.
Boss,
I see
please,
on a Saturday
I'm
he's
so
working,
sorry for
and he still joined this session. You
so
understand? So I
please.
understand, but I'm not sure if we're able to follow the ownership ladder we're talking about.
Yeah, at least to some aspects, I've not actually because I've been shuffling between two calls, trying to fix some issues with my team members and all like that. So I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
So as time goes by, we'll also engage you. Thank you for your time. So guys, let's move on.
And at the same time, thank you for actually opening this platform. Or at least we get to network, even technically and
Yes,
non-technical,
yes,
get to meet each other and to learn
yes.
one or two things. Thanks for the
Yes.
mentorship so far, so
No,
good.
no, you're
And
welcome.
it's
You're
really
welcome.
been an honor knowing you
You're
over the
welcome. So
years. And
yeah, thank you, thank you. Don't mention okay, you don't start. So of course, I mean, I've been in Okwe for a while. A very amazing guy. So I mean, it's quite very busy, but I appreciate father he could join the call. Okay, so guys, let's move on. So let's look at the ownership behavior, right? Ownership behavior, ownership behavior. So where do we start from here? Okay, where do we start from? I need to just engage you. Where do you start from here? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Where do we start from here? Where do we start from here? Who want to help us out?
Where do we start from? From this circle?
Yes, from that cycle. From that
Okay.
cycle. Where do we come? Ownership behavior.
I think you start by documenting your decision. You have to first decide now. After you decide, you now, you just the way what's her name? The lady from Bayelsa said she always likes to see the end from the beginning. Before you get on the journey, you have already asked yourself, okay, what are the possible challenges that can, okay, I want to go into DevOps. Okay, do I have a good laptop? What are the possible challenges I can face? What are the possible challenges that I can face on this journey, and all that. Then after anticipating your risk, you clarify success. Success is not something that comes just like that. You have to work towards success, and in working towards success, you have to have clarity. You have to know what you are looking for. Am I still on this call? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're on
Okay,
the
okay,
call.
yeah. So clarity, success. It doesn't just, you don't just say, okay, I'm going into cloud tomorrow. I'll land a job. No, it's not that easy. Success comes with clarity. You have to know why you are on that journey, what you want to achieve, how do you achieve it, and then after success, then you offer options. These offer options now. How do I say it? Offering options, could it be um you now putting yourself out there to show yourself, prove yourself, let people see that, okay, I can be this, I can be that. Almost I'm even looking at this cycle self, it's even turning my eye because we are we are still going
Okay,
back.
okay, okay. That's enough. That's enough. Faith. That's enough. I understand. That's enough. Okay, so who want to also give us another? So Faith started from documenting decisions. So
Okay.
somebody else. Okay,
So,
Bigger, go ahead.
Now,
no,
okay. I wanted to like just add, like, let me just say what I think from this whole cycle. It's just like something
Mm-hmm.
like a continuous process. It goes round.
Yes,
So,
correct,
but I think it
correct,
starts in
correct.
between first of all, before you need to do anything, you need to know what you want to do. That is where the decision comes in. What do I want to do? Let me use myself as an example now, right now. Okay, I want to venture into the tech industry. I started first off as a front end developer. Before I ventured into it, like I had to think about it. What do I want to do? There's so many things you can learn in the tech world currently. So this decision is that process that you have to you have to um you have to think critically what you want to do. Can you do this? What do you want to benefit from this at the end of the day? You check out the risk. What are the risks involved in this? Before I applied for tech for dev, even after the orientation process, I found out that wow, this is going to be a lot of thing to take in because I'm gonna be working and I'm also running a program. Apart from this, how will I be able to manage this? These are the risks involved. Can I be able to do this? Should I start? Should I not start? Okay, what if there's no light? What if there's no data? What if my system crashes? These are the risks that you have to look out for. Can I be able to merge this with my job? What if I don't finish at the end of the day? These are the risks that you need to anticipate at the end of the day. That some things it may not be just be smooth. So you now need to clarify your success. What do I want to achieve? Why am I even taking the decision at the first place? Do I need this? Do I need to go into this? What is my end goal? Now for the offer options, Are there also other alternative for me to enter venture into? Fine, I want to self-develop myself. Must I enter into the tech world? What if I try to learn another skill? What if I enter into the fashion industry? There are also other alternatives that I might also want to look out for. Now, once I'm seeing this possible options, that is if as an that I'm like this, if this doesn't work out, I can go into this. You have to try to close your loops. When you find out that your risk is higher than what you want to achieve, you cancel the particular decision and you go for the other alternative. These are the like trying to close your loops or trying to see how you can be able to manage that risk effectively. So at the end of the day, you have to document your decisions. At the end of the day, you have to still go back to documenting your decision once you finish clarifying what you want. So that's what I see this cycle as.
Okay, thank you, Rosemary. Thank you. Oh, I even thought that it was a BJ that was talking. Oh, I think BJ raised her hand. So Rosemary, thank you.
Yes.
So that I mean that was awesome. From BJ to Rosemary. Miriam, what
I want
can
to
you say
say
to
something.
this?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I think it starts from documenting the decisions. So, for example, you want to go into tech, there are many options, maybe UI, UX design, cybersecurity, the options that you have. Then you anticipate your risk. You measure it according to your strength. I guess that's what anticipating the risk is. Do I have the capacity to be a designer? Do I have the capacity to survive as a cybersecurity person? Then trying to clarify your sources. How well can I do well in this thing? Do I have the grit? Do I have all it takes to survive? Maybe you are thinking within USI design and cyber security. Which one will pay you more? That's where you get to offer options. Is it UI UX design, cyber security? Then when you get to say, okay, I've chosen cyber security, and that's why I agree with Mary, closing the loop. Cybersecurity is another broad context. What part of cybersecurity you now go over again the metrics and say, okay, I want threat intelligence or I want this one. Then you start anticipating the risk again, and before you know, you land yourself at where you want to be.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. So we have Miriam on this call, and we have Miriam. There's Miriam M-A. There's Miriam M-I. So I'm calling on M-A, Miriam. I'm sure that should be Miriam Adigoke.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your thoughts?
So I feel this cycle goes outside just tech alone. It has to do with life.
Yes. Yes.
I
Thank
feel
you.
like as
I
humans,
I
we either
love where
have
you are starting from. I love where you are starting from. So yeah. So where do you
it's
think
a
you should
continuous
start from?
cycle, first of all. A
Yes, it's a
continuous
continuous cycle. But where should you start from?
in life, first of all, we have problems or we have places of interest. So as long as we have problems or we have places of interest, I think I would start from documenting what I want to do. If there's a problem, what do I want to do? How do I want to carry the problem? If I have an interest in something, where do I want to begin from? I'll document it, I'll write it down. So go from
Interesting.
writing it down, documenting things. From the writing of things down and documenting things, you get to anticipate risk. That's why you have to document things down. You know your risk, what it is worth, what it is not worth it. Be it your job, life affairs, tech or no tech, you have to anticipate risk in when you're carrying out um, projects or just solving problems in general. Clarify your success. The way you are knowing that okay, there are chances of this going sideways. There are chances of actually also working out. There is the possibility of this working out, and there is something you're also looking to gain your success, trying to make it clear that in as much as there are risks to these things, there is a way it can work out. There is something I'm looking forward to achieve in general. You knowing all of these things, you have options. Do I want to go for that? Do I do this? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? What are the things I have to let go? What do I have to hold on to? Then the closed loops. I feel like I agree with what the lady said earlier. The thing,
Yeah,
yeah, part
brilliant.
of you knowing what you have to let go of. I think it comes at opportunity cost. things that you have to
Yes.
let go of,
Opportunity
things you have
costs.
to hold
Yes.
on to, things you have to like just merge. And once you merge that, you still go back to being okay. This is my decision I have made. Go back documenting your final decision. Even when you have a final decision, there is still a chance of an error still occurring again. So there will still be a problem or a success. And I feel like the cycle just goes on in different areas of life and problems and interests. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that was awesome. Let's give a round of applause. So, of course, you can see that since it's a loop, you can start from anywhere. But usually you should start by anticipating risk, right? So I appreciate what all of you have said, but look at it. We are talking about the behavior of ownership. So you start by anticipating risk. So in the job you are doing, what are the risks? In taking ownership, what are the risks? You are going to, you know, how will I put it now? Because you are doing something better, some people will be angry with you. You understand? Clarify your success, offer options, close every rules, then document your decisions. You know what that means? Document your decisions. So that's the last point there. Because you have gone through the cycle from starting from the risk that is involved up to documenting the decision. So the next cycle will help you by checking what you have documented before, which is where all of you are right anyway. So a round of applause for all of you there. Make an applause for yourself. Okay. So let's look at anti-pattern. So I think this is going to be for the last slide for this evening. Um, okay. Let's look at anti-patterns. So waiting to be told, you are blaming shifts, blame shifting, silence progress, over engineering work outcome. I don't know if I want us to let this sink. Like somebody said the other time, I I like to take initiative. So you must learn to take initiative. Don't wait to be told what to do. And if something has gone wrong, so these are anti-pattern to ownership now. Because when you're waiting for what to do, for to be told what you need to do, then you are not owning it. There's no form of leadership in you. Or when something happens, you're always thinking, hey, it was this person that did it. I was not the one. If we don't did not fail, my own would not have failed. You are shifting blames all the time. It's not take responsibility. I'm sure Rosemary said something like that about remember that ladder we spoke about. Said something about action and taking responsibility. Take responsibility. Taking responsibility also is when you also have to take responsibility for something that has failed. Martin said it the other time. Communicate your failure. Take responsibility. Even if the person, even if the project failed, take responsibility. Then another thing is silent progress. Whatever you are doing, make noise about it. Make noise about it. How well do you post on LinkedIn? How well do you communicate? How well does even if you are doing something amazing, this is our mentorship group. It's also meant for it. Drop it there. Hello guys, I just designed a website. Kindly check it out. I will say all of you should go and check that website out. If 12 people check that website out, the person will be happy that 12 people have checked that out, and those 12 people are from my mentorship platform. That's the supporting. If you build a dashboard, those of you learning data analytics or something, if you build a data, put it there. Hey, hello team, I just finished building this dashboard. Kindly rate me. How did I do? We will give you our rating and say, babe, you did well. Oh, no, you are fumbled. Oh, try this color. Oh, this did not come out well. Critics that will be, that will support you. That will support you. Then over engineering your work outcome. Just say it as it is. You don't have to sugarcoat what you have done. Say that it is. We are in the world where we all lie to ourselves. The world of social media. You want to be you want to show that you are doing something big. Meanwhile, it's something small, right? You understand? Don't sugarcoat it. You get. So problem solving model. So how do we solve problem? Look at the context, the problem itself, what are the options, what are the recommendations, and what are the risks. Look at it again. Problem framing model, CPORR, CPRO. What's the context of the problem? Identify the problem itself. Do you understand? This goes back to the scope we're talking about the other time. Then what are the options that are available for us to solve this problem? Then recommend it. You know why you need to recommend this? Sometimes you might not be the one to solve the problem. But don't forget, it's ownership mentality. If the problem is for cybersecurity team and you are in IT team, you only recommend to them, guys, we are experiencing this, so you guys can do this. So, do you understand? And then assess the risk. You understand? So I think with that we have come to the end of today's. I don't want to bombard us too much, because we have learned a lot. So in the next 15 minutes, I would want us to start asking questions. So if you have a question to ask, please raise up your hand so that it will be easier for us to to coordinate. If you have questions, please raise up your hand. Do I have anyone that has question? Anyone? Okay, I think Bridget, please go ahead with your question. Okay, we have Bridget, I have Faith. Who else? Okay, I have 3 people. Hold on a minute. Just raise up your hand if you have a question, please, so that we will take it all at once. Okay, guys, so I have 4 questions. So before I go ahead with my questions, I'd like to say a very big thank you to my wife. My wife has joined me on this call. She surprised me by, joining the call to also support me while we do this for the first time. So thank you, Magdalene Ologun, for your support all the time. We really appreciate it. Okay, so for your questions, okay, Bridget, please go ahead, ask your question.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for this section. My question is regarding that silent progress. I think I like to just be quiet. I think I have. You said it's very simple. Just paste something. Just sometimes I find it very difficult to be on any social media platform. I don't know. What are the ways, simple steps that one can take to just share progress?
Good, thank you. I understand. So, in as much as it is your work, please share your progress. In as much as it is your work, please share your progress. So, the simple ways to share your progress is this. For a professional work, go on LinkedIn. For a professional learning, go on LinkedIn. Just type it. You know, get all the name of everybody here. All of us here are on LinkedIn. If you are not on LinkedIn, please You can drop it on the WhatsApp. Please drop your WhatsApp, your LinkedIn name on the WhatsApp group. You understand? When you are making a post about what you are doing, tag all of us. Adedotologun, Rosemary Nelson, Samuel Jackson, Fito Sakwe, Okwelewula Aziz. You understand? Once at least you are sure that 12 people will see what you are doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? The people in my network
Yes,
will
sir.
also see what you have posted, because if you are from my group, I can retweet. I mean, either retweet or repost or reshare what you have done. But if your work is towards anything graphical, for example, you are selling business and all of that, if Instagram is the best place, post your work on Instagram. Don't be afraid. Just post your work. Don't post yourself. We are not asking you to post yourself. I'm not asking you to go and show your body or go and be dancing and go and be. No, post your work that you are posting, not yourself. You understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
I think that is good. The number two
Thank you,
person
sir.
is Martins. You're welcome. Martins.
Okay, so for me is I want to know our meeting schedule going forward,
Okay,
and
okay. Thank you.
secondly, if we have any um let's say opportunities that we can share, can we share it on the platform? That's just
Ah,
my two questions.
what have I been saying since? If you have any, I've told you, after your immediate family, the next family you have is this group. What did I say? After your immediate family, I want us to take ourselves as a close-knitted family, right? So when you see opportunity that you know that anybody can take advantage of, drop it on the group. You understand? Drop it on the group. So there are informations I'm going to ask you to also drop on the group. Number one, you can drop your WhatsApp link, you know, on the group. We will all follow you. As many of you that have followed me, I followed you back, right? You can also, if you have an email, I mean, I will even want all of you to drop your email on the group, because I'm going to be sharing something with you regarding this mentorship stuff. So drop your email on the group, right? Now, regarding your question, number one question about our next meetings and all of that. So it's a curriculum. So we have developed a curriculum that might run up to like 6 months, but our meetings will be maybe 2 times a month. We don't want anything that's going to be talking for everybody. So I want something that once I call a meeting, all of us will be available. You understand what I mean? So if you are doing meeting all the time, trust me, myself, I will not be available. You understand? So the what I have in mind is we will do a meeting like this, maybe first week of the month, and then another one towards the end of the month, where the KPIs that you have given yourself, you can now discuss it. What you have achieved from beginning of that month. So yeah, I'm looking at 2 times a month, you know, maximum 2 times a month, maximum, maybe for the next 6 months, because we are not going to be doing mentorship that will not just be joining me all the time. No, it is time bound. My goal is smart, like I've taught you, it's time bound. So less than 6 months, so that another set of mentorship people can also come in. You understand? I have to graduate you so that as more as you are doing well, if you have other people that you can also mentor, we put it under you, and then you also do that. Right. Okay. So that's number. Okay. Rosemary, your question, please.
Okay, thank you, sir, for this amazing session to this evening. Just a quick one. As part of this ownership training that you talked about earlier, what do you do in a situation whereby you try to take responsibilities in most situations? And we took teamwork, what we call teamwork and team bonding. But you notice that most of your team members, they shy away from responsibilities, they shy away from ownership. Like, if most times you find out that you're the newest person in that cycle, and things are not really going the right way, but you came in and you saw so many things not going the right way, and you're trying to take ownership, but they're just a lot, and you're still trying to communicate with them, well, like the team, that why is this not, why is this still left undone, why are these ones not okay, and they're like, oh, I should we no, I should just I did not also see them. So how do you do, how we can run do in such situation whereby you yourself, and you're someone that you don't like seeing things left undone, but you cannot just do everything, you cannot just do it all. So what's your advice, and what is the best way to resolve? Should you just look away too, or will you just be able to manage them gradually? Like, what can you advise in such
Okay,
situation?
I understand. So this is what I'm going to advise. Let me ask you a question. In your organization, how many MDs do you have there? I'll mute and answer my question.
Four, yeah.
How many MDs do you have in your organization?
Four, like head of department, four.
MD, not head of department.
I didn't get the question. Okay, M water.
MD, managing director.
Okay, one.
In an organization, how many CEO do they always have? I'm still asking you a question. On mute.
Okay, CEO, that's the shareholders. There are lots, definitely.
CEO,
CEO,
Chief Executive
that's
Officer.
chief executive officer.
Yeah. How many do you
In my
usually
own
have in an organization?
organization, I work in a financial institution, so there are more of shareholders. So they are
Mm-mm. In an organization, I didn't say in your
normally
company.
in an
In an
organization.
organization,
It all
how many
depends.
CEOs? How many CEOs?
It all depends. Sometimes
It's only
one,
one
sometimes.
CEO. It's only one CEO. It's only one CEO. You understand? In an organization, only one MD. In an organization, only one CEO. You understand? You can have several owners. You understand? Several co-founders, right? But one CEO, one MD, managing director, right? So there are some organizations they use president, vice president. Do you understand? So you can't have two presidents. In an organization, they have one chairman of the board of directors. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So all of this is telling you that it's
Yes.
an opportunity for you to become an MD, for you to become a CEO, for you to become a chairman, for you to become a president. That's an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity for you. So when all of them are shying away from work, they're shying away from taking ownership. It's an opportunity for you to take ownership. If you go back to what I was teaching at the beginning, I told you that look at this: businesses rewards outcomes. Businesses rewards outcomes. It might not be now, it might be later, but they will reward your level of transformational behavior. They will reward it. That even here, when everybody is saying no, 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 this lady has been saying yes, this lady has been available, this lady has been doing this. So please, it is an opportunity for you to shine. Let them be shining away. While they are shining away, you are shining. Do you understand? That's what I have for you. So, Faith, your question.
Okay. Actually, I don't even know why my hand is raised, because from my end I didn't raise up my hand. So I don't have any question actually.
Okay,
It
good.
should-
So,
yeah.
so I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you that have joined this, our maiden section of the Learn with Adi.son, mentorship platform. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So please drop your email address on the WhatsApp for me. I'll be sharing a file with you, because that file is what we're going to be using for our next class. You understand? Some of the things that you need to do. You understand? I'm not going to be rushing you, like I said. So thank you everyone for your time. Thank you, because the last 2 hours has been so amazing. I mean, for me, I've also learned. For you, I've also learned. Like I said, you keep adding value to you. You keep adding value to you. Don't forget what I said. You keep adding value to you. You keep adding value to you. Please drop your some of you are already dropping your email address. Please drop your email address, and then we'll take it off from there next week. So thank you so much, Faith, for for your support. And I can call on any one of you to anchor our next meeting. Like I said, any one of you. So be prepared, prepare yourself. You understand? So thank you so
Okay.
much, guys.
Um, Another thing is, I think you should also still put emphasis on the fact that just the way they are very fast to drop emails, we should try and be very active in the group. It's not nice
Yes,
when people are
yes.
trying to
Please let's
say
be active in the
getting
group. Yes,
response.
let's be active in the group. You
Yeah.
understand? Don't let us ignore it. Please, I beg you, let's be active. You understand? So, I mean, I want to be sure that we are all communicating and we are all there. You can reach me. You all have my phone numbers. Like I said. So, thank you guys once again. You know, God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for this session. Really appreciate you.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. I was raising my hand, but you didn't. Oh, it's
Oh,
Miriam.
Miriam, right? Miriam,
Yes.
Miri. Oh, please go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you for the session. Thank you so much. It was really, really amazing. You talked about our LinkedIn, dropping our names that we have like on our LinkedIn. So if you saw in the chat, like I made a suggestion of, I feel like it's going to be much easier or like better for us to connect with each other through a link. If we can drop like our profile link
Yes, I've
instead
said
of,
it. I've said it. Please
okay.
drop your profile link, all of you. In fact, today now, as you are dropping your email address, drop your profile link. Please drop it. Let's get connected so that you know why. Um, I want us to have make sure you know everybody's by name. When you post something, tag them. Let's just connect and share, and then take advantage of this opportunity that is available for us. You understand? So, I mean, that's awesome, Miriam. Thank you so much. So, thank you, everyone. You have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.